Well, good morning. Yeah, just got done running 12 miles. Just ate, well, about to finish off my breakfast with my post-workout meal. It's not bad. Um, Good carbs. Need the carbs. Let's see, yesterday I ate 1316, and I actually ate more protein than I did carbs, which is rare. And then the day before that, 11:15, and I ate more protein that day too. And that was 11:15. That's Tuesday. Man, I'm brain dead. Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. Well, I must have cheated that day. I must have. Because I know when I cheat is when I don't enter. 15:53. It's not terrible. Got my coffee too. That's what I do to prevent myself from buying cinnamon bears and Swedish fish, is I'll go buy a coffee instead. I don't have a problem not buying M&Ms. I don't have a problem not buying other kinds of candy. So why the hell is it that those cinnamon bears and the Swedish fish just tickles my brain, man? I don't know, man. What the hell is it with that? Maybe it's the texture, and of course it's just sugar, right? So therefore the texture is really easy, and the taste. And that cinnamon isn't cinnamon, it's artificial flavored cinnamon. So, I don't know, man. I made hard-boiled eggs. 7 minutes in a Ninja, dude. Easy hard-boiled eggs. I mean, that Ninja foodie is freaking awesome, man. And I made my chicken. My spices. Easy cooking chicken. Easy cooking sweet potatoes. I mean, I'm eating healthy. Half of it is because the Ninja is just so freaking easy to do it. It makes it more convenient to eat healthy. And I'm saving money. And I'm healthier. Back down to 185. Well, that's hydrated and with clothes on. So when I get home, I'm going to weigh myself again. And I think I'm going to be all right. I know Tuesday I'm going to have barbecue. So I'm definitely not going to cheat. And this freaking container. Well, you want the container to be stiff. Just fuck it. Just Jesus, man. What the hell? Gosh. Oh man, this is not a mukbang video. But if I would do mukbang, I wouldn't do foods that are dangerous. Because like that Saboro bowl. I love that, man. I could eat, but that ground chicken is so salty that it's just like it'd be way too much salt, dude. I mean, you'd probably get freaking messed up because that ground chicken's really salty. 814 for pace. It's pretty good pace, and half of it's going uphill. So, pretty good, man. The last 2 miles, of course, I'm running downhill. Last half, 749, 740. So, feeling pretty good about it, man. I'm in zone 4. Oh yeah, pertaining to the topic, because I am a rideshare channel, but part of rideshare, part of being an e-gig worker, you take care of yourself. Well, now I guess I'm a quasi e-gig worker because I'm a W-2 as well. Half of it because I'm afraid of what the government's going to do. You know, I mean, Amazon is probably the second best to get. Uber the first. But yeah, with Amazon, I was able to get a block every day once I got my shit straight. But you wouldn't be able to get two like I used to. So that's the thing that will happen as an employee. You'll have just like DoorDash, you'll be able to work at a certain period of time based on need. And then it'll be hard to make the money. I'm happy being back in Massachusetts. This is home. I've been here 45 years. It makes sense. You live somewhere for 45 years. You're not just going to leave everything behind. I mean, so our ratings are about the same. Yesterday got better. The day before I didn't even work because, I mean, those batches were freaking horrible, man. I mean, yesterday's weren't that much better, but at least they were doable. They were doable. $61. And those were the best batches I've seen yesterday that were worthwhile. I mean, Amazon did that shit. I was doing Amazon Fresh. And the store, the lady had me come back to reload because I had not enough room in my SUV. So I did that. And then I completed the deliveries, and I did call driving support. And I was only 2 minutes late on the last one, despite going and reloading again. 2 minutes late. And I called. And the system docked me down to fair. Because I had a couple incidences like that. And then I also had an incident where I didn't get my groceries until an hour into my block because that prime location sucked. And so I had an hour to do a full 2-hour block, and I was late maybe 15 minutes, and it was spread out too, so I was 15 minutes late. I called driver support and said, hey, you can see that I finally got my stuff. Didn't matter. The system freaking docked me on that. And yeah, the manager set aside 6 packages because it had a different address on a label. You know what I mean? And I got docked on that. So all of a sudden I was below. I got put at risk because of those 3 minor incidences out of the whole, which I was always on time, never late. But because of those 3 petty incidences, and then all of a sudden, I didn't see blocks anymore for a long time until I buckled down and I went and I took whatever 3-hour block I could doing packages, and then I worked my way back up. And then I just stopped doing fresh because it was those freaking fresh blocks that screwed me because of those type things. Because if I just maintained doing packages, I wouldn't have had any issues. So I have a little bit of a beef about that, just like with the Instacart, 3-4 stars. but you're only counting like 31, 29 ratings. It's not all that bad, but yet, you know what I mean? I'm seeing the association like a light switch. The batches were okay, and then all of a sudden they're total shit, and then it rings a doorbell. I'm like, oh yeah, I gained a 4-star, so therefore my rating goes down, and it's affecting my batch. Pineapple's so fucking good, man. I mean, freaking good. It just tastes so good. I could mukbang pineapple. I'll buy like a freaking 5 gallons worth, man. I'll be just eating pineapple. Then I'll have to go and run and shit. Fucking excrete it out. I'll be well hydrated. Yeah, I ate a pizza last week. Messed up my stomach. Oh yeah, Monday. For supper, I ate cake. That's why I didn't enter it. And I felt like crap afterwards. Not mentally. I mean, physically. I just like... yeah, once you start eating healthy, and you continually eat healthy, have a cheat day, and which you used to eat like that I used to eat like that every single day, and I can't believe it. I didn't feel that good. Just a piece of cake and a small piece of pie. Tonight I'm going to eat parsnips and sweet potatoes. Man, pineapple is just freaking awesome. It's really freaking good. Man, it just hits the spot. It just hits the freaking spot, man. Feels good to run. I tell you, I put it off for a long time. Every single day, I was like, I'll run tomorrow. Of course, the frickin' post office sent my license back to the DMV. It's like I had so many problems in that town. I mean, when the DMV sent me the letter saying that my registration was suspended, I never received that. And lo and behold, someone's driving the car and gets stopped, and of course the person doesn't stop and it makes it worse. I never received that either. It's just like, what the fuck is wrong with that town and that post office with the DMV correspondence? You know what I mean? It's like everything else I received, but for some reason they freaking screw me on the DMV shit, you know? I lost like 5 months of Ubering, which I showed. And I was showing my earnings. I was kicking ass up to that point. And then all of a sudden, I got onto actually Amazon from that. Then I was fighting at like $7.50 a week, fighting for that shit. Working 2 blocks a day. And doing Lyft. And Lyft really sucked. Excuse me. So yeah, it took like 6 months to get back on Uber. And I was lucky to get back on. They sent me a couple like, thank you for understanding, our partnership is terminated. You know what I mean? So then after I finally got back on Uber, all of a sudden I was making money again, right? I've actually highlighted how, I've also highlighted how when I went solo with Lyft, the difference in earnings that I've had with Uber. So my experience with Uber is definitely, Uber's the moneymaker for me. I mean, all because I didn't get that freaking documentation. Because if I did, I would have taken care of it. Then the police officer would never have tried stopping that guy. You know what I mean? Then I wouldn't have had to have spent $3,000 on the lawyer and lost all that income. So I mean, jeez, you know what I mean? The frickin' post office in that frickin' town somehow ghosting my freaking mail from the DMV. You know what I mean? It cost me a lot of grief. It's like, what the fuck? And yesterday I'm like, man, I'm waiting on the DMV, and I'm on the DMV site, and it says that the freaking post office sent my freaking license back. What the fuck? And I'm going to get it probably on the 18th. And my first day at work is the 18th, and the post office is saying I need a Massachusetts license. So it's just like trying to fuck up my life or something. I don't know. I don't think I know the guy at the fucking post office, but I swear to freaking God, man, that guy knows me and has a problem and is fucking me over, dude. I mean, why is it all this freaking DMV stuff? Nothing else, but the DMV stuff freaking just doesn't arrive. Just like the tolls. The first 2 warnings, I didn't receive those either. Just freaking bogus, man. It's just some weird fucking pattern that it just can't explain. You can't prove it, but all I know is the DMV said they sent that stuff and I didn't receive it. It's crazy. It's fucking nuts. Oh man, it's like fuck. It's just something stupid, man. I mean, if I didn't get that case dismissed, I wouldn't have got back on Uber. Yeah. I eventually would have lost all my other e-gig jobs when they redid a background check. And I definitely, maybe not definitely, but the odds are I wouldn't have got hired at the post office. The odds. I mean, I was able to prove I was in California at the time. I can't bring both my vehicles out there at the same time, right? You know, you would think that with common sense that they'd understand that I didn't really have control over that situation, really. You know what I mean? Because I was still on a lease there, right? So you could fathom and be understanding that they could give an exclusion on that. But you never know, man. I don't think so. Yeah. I don't think so. I don't know, man. So, yeah. Not receiving that notice about the suspended freaking registration of my Chevy Cruze did cause some chaos in my life, and it could have been even worse if I didn't get that case dismissed. Then I'd be basically unemployable, almost, virtually, from any job that's going to be able to, like, pay for your life. You know what I mean? So when I was at the first meeting, and the postmaster was like, it's a felony to interfere with the mail, to throw away the mail and not want to deliver it. I'm like, yes, because you have people's lives in your hands. And I'm like, absolutely, man. I definitely understand what you're talking about. And I'm proud of the fact that nobody from Amazon ever reported a package not arrived. Over 10,000 deliveries, too. So, yeah, that's freaking the mail. But generally, outside of DMV, I've never really had a problem receiving stuff, but it's weird. It's a weird coincidence. Man, this coffee is good. I'm not going to buy any cinnamon bears today or Swedish fish, because that's when I'm in danger of doing it, is on days that I run. Because my mind's like, yeah, I kicked ass and ran 12 miles. Now I can fucking splurge. And then I'm eating like 2 bags to 3 bags of Swedish fish. And then I've eaten like 2,000 extra calories. And then 1,500. So then I'm like 4,000 calories in, and I've only burned like 3,500. So, yeah, I gotta be careful, man. So then I don't turn into the old double chin again. Because I don't have my double chin back, which is good. I never thought I was gonna lose it. So, yeah, and I look at myself and I see that I have a single chin. That was the key moment when I knew I had to get off my ass. I was making a video. I think I already said this. I was on Ocean Boulevard in Long Beach, and I saw it, like, whoa. I was like, man, I can't believe it. I started getting back into fitness then. I didn't start losing weight yet, because I was eating 2 double-doubles, ice cream. So that's a lot of calories. I think I'm going to transition away from any sweetener in my coffee. I'm going to try to go black on the coffee. This morning, before I ran, I had coffee and I didn't use any stevia. I put creamer, the almond milk in there. So, it wasn't bad. I don't know about full black, though. I mean, I like the taste of coffee, but when it's black, it's just a little too harsh. Claim it before it's gone. Look at that. But you freaking look at that shit, man. I mean, 36 items for $9.47. I mean, these freaking batches, man. What the fuck? Dude, there's no way. I mean, just walking around. Someone took it. Someone took that pretty fast, actually. I mean, I understand. Some people are like, you take bad batches too there, Joseph. But I am making money, and I am willing to grind, but not at that level. Because if you sit there and you wait an hour, well, that's an hour you haven't earned. So you have to think about that too. Because then you have to make up for the last hour you waited. So then you can get into a situation where you're now reliant on a big one. So you gotta compromise a little bit. So, I mean, and, the Quest, I took small batches back then because of the Quest. I was chasing the Quest. I was getting 20 deliveries a day, and I was hitting that Quest every single time. I was hitting the best one every single time. And the reason why I was doing that was because I was constantly looking for those Starbucks orders, because I knew they'd be quick. Because Starbucks is a machine. They just like, bam! And the drop-off is going to be quick and easy. So I could just do Starbucks all day. I could nail like probably 50 deliveries from Starbucks. So that's the reason why I was taking those Starbucks $5 trips. Now that's not the most horrible batch. That 1312, I'd freaking take it. Just to freaking make a little something. I mean, it's over $1 an item. But yeah, 36 for 9. There's no way you're making minimum wage taking that. I mean, how long is it going to take you to walk around the store to pick out those items, right? And then get in your car, and then, of course, wait in line, and then driving the 2 miles, and then waiting. I mean, there's no way you're cranking out 2 of those an hour. I mean, it's just... All right, caffeined out, ready to rock and roll. Got my nutrients in my body, got my caffeine in, I got my water. I'm gonna take a shower and put on some clothes, and I don't know, man, I might just hike today. If batches are still shit by noon, I'm just gonna go freaking hike in the mountains, man. That's when laziness happens, is when you just consistently see shitty batches. Then you just don't really want to work. I mean, really the hard work comes from when you see something and you can reliably grab something and make some money. You know what I mean? Like, reminiscing now, those Walmart deliveries when they're like nothing less than $20, and often they would turn into $60, even though it would say 20 or 30. And I'd be like, holy crap, man, that's 60. And then I'd get a freaking tip the next day. Yeah, that week when I made 2,700, I almost hit the freaking 3K club that week, man. That shit was awesome. And then, like a light switch, all of them went down to $8 and $9, like a light switch. That was crazy. Oh, man, it's just like the morale, man. The freaking morale, dude. Oh, man, it's like, I understand you lowering the price, but you go from offering $20 to $30 to now turning it into $8. I mean, you gotta gradually work into that. You can't just go from freaking 100 to freaking 10 in one day, you know what I mean? And that's what they did. All of a sudden, and then I did the workaround. I took the long route, and I'm like, hey, I'm turning these into 20 now. And then they freaking fixed it. Oh, that one did go. That 29, I would have taken that one. The 21, I'd take that one. Even though Stop and Shop's a bit of a pain in the ass. And this is, I bet you, no, it's not a terrible order. The ones that are terrible are all those damn natural shit, man. This freaking natural stuff, man. You know, when it's all organic stuff, you're instantly adding time onto the order, dude. Because half of it too is they're either out, you know what I mean? But yeah, so yeah, Uber fixed that crap. Because I remember taking the long route and the order didn't increase, so they fixed it. They went, okay, we're going to choose the route for you, and we're going to pay you based on the route we think. That's basically what they did. Because I was playing the old, well, I'm not taking the highway. I'm just going to frickin' take a street and go straight down and then take a right or a left turn. So I will catch you guys later, and thank you.